We let our kids pick everything we did on our first day at Aulani, and they definitely made some interesting choices. We arrived at Aulani around 10:30 in the morning, and we're really lucky that we were able to score a last-minute walk-up reservation for something the kids really wanted to do, which was the character breakfast. This breakfast was super cute. Right away, we met Mickey and Goofy before we were seated at our table, and then the kids got to pick their choice of beverage and food. The kids picked either pancakes or waffles, which were both really good, and then while we were eating, we also got to meet Pluto and Minnie. And at the end of the breakfast, they gave all the kids chocolate-covered Oreos. Then it was time to go and explore Aulani, and we thought that the kids would want to go swimming right away, but they actually didn't. We showed the kids the Aulani app and kind of told them what was going on around the resort, and they were way more interested in meeting all the characters that were available and having them sign their new surfboard than they were in swimming. And our timing was good because pretty much right after breakfast, we were able to quickly meet Angel, Donald, and Goofy. But we did keep getting asked by cast members if we were staying at Aulani to take pictures with those characters, and they told us that we needed to go get wristbands to meet the characters, so we did that next. On the way to get our wristbands, though, we had walked by the location where you could get Mickey Shave Ice, and the kids immediately wanted that. The Shave Ice is actually much bigger than it looks, so we all shared one to start. Then the kids asked to look at the schedule of what was going on again and saw that Duffy was out, and they were super excited to meet him because we've never actually met him before since he's not usually at Disneyland. After meeting Duffy, the kids begged to go to the store because Bailey really wanted to see if she could find a Duffy toy. It was their day, so we took them to the store where Bailey got a Duffy bear, Skylar got Olumel, and Phoenix actually got two very cute Wishables that he was very excited to open. Then the kids were ready for another snack, and we actually found out that they have refillable popcorn buckets at Aulani, so of course we got that. And while they were having their first snack, we actually got a text saying that our room was ready and that we could go and check in. This was actually pretty exciting for the kids as well because we have never stayed in a room as fancy as the room that we got at Aulani. We were staying in this 2-bedroom villa, and it was honestly one of the most beautiful hotel rooms that I've ever seen. And the kids were really excited about it too. One of the most exciting things about our room was that it actually had an incredible view of where the nightly luau happens. While we were in the room, after we got all of our stuff settled, we asked the kids what they wanted to do next, and they were finally ready to put their swim clothes on and go in the water. However, before we made it to the water, we walked by Auntie's Beach House where the kids saw that they were actually doing crafts, and they wanted to take a break to do that. We spent some time making these stamped postcards and doing some beaded crafts. I made a keychain with Phoenix and Skylar, and Bailey made a bracelet for the Duffy toy that she bought earlier. The bracelet and keychains turned out really cute, and then I thought the kids were finally going to go swimming. But when we walked out of Auntie's Beach House, they saw a bunch of people lining up for the luau and asked if instead we could go to our patio and see what the luau was about. The kids were super into watching the luau, so we mobile ordered dinner and brought it back to our room and sat on our patio with a great view of this luau. And then finally, at 8:30 at night, after having been at Aulani basically all day, the kids were finally ready to get in the pool. The good thing about swimming at night at Aulani, though, was that the pools were totally empty.